हाँ हाँ दे रहा है।
क्या वो मैं जो YouTube देख रहा हूँ।
नहीं जो तू वो देख रहा है DMC।
You really are a piece of work, aren't you?
Bugger off. I'm not going to let my blood boil over this situation. I refuse to put up with this.
एक मिनट रुक
No,
जाओ।
no, no!
This
You,
bloody town.
listen to
एक
me!
मिनट रुक ना।
I can't believe this is happening. Back it up, yeah?
Oh, no, no, no. I'm afraid nothing about this
Good
is
idea, mate.
working.
What's the idea, mate? Really? What are you up to? It's unacceptable. Oh, people are just trying my patience. Back it up,
Just
yeah?
calm down, please.
You got a problem?
Let's turn
भाई
the volume
DMC है,
down,
नया
eh?
DMC आया है।
What?
DMC
Let's
Part 2।
discuss this.
Hey, don't fucking coddle me. White waffle.
Some people just don't
भाई
know
DMC
what
Part
ways
2
to take.
हेलो। पता नहीं क्या तुम्हें और भी हो क्या?
Good choice, man.
भाई पुलिस वाला है क्या?
Just be calm.
अरे भाई भाई भाई।
Coming up in today's episode of The Upload. Coming up in today's episode of The Upload, we're talking
बहुत
about
गंदी
how
ending है यार इसकी
Bagley managed to conquer London. Pretty much my favourite topic. I could talk for hours about the rise of the AI system. It's easy to forget about its origins. It's so present everywhere we go
पानी
now.
में
Bagley just kind of
देखा
blends
मैंने
into
कूद
the
के भाई।
background.
Bagley is the service AI that's present in every Optic device. Whether you're using the Optic, Bagley will be there. The AI is streamed to your Optic from Bloom Central Command Center, and it was first created by
Rise,
Skylar
rise,
and
rise,
Tech Hero
big fan.
as part of her techno-utopian idea for the world. Why do you think it grew so quickly?
In my mind, it's no surprise that Bagley became so popular. It's funny, useful, fast. It's a great companion and really just makes life so much easier. I mean, when you look back at all the service AIs that used to exist, they just can't compete. When you ask Bagley anything, there's a quick
Abe.
answer and
Possible
loads
hostile
of
at your
information
location.
available to you. One day, I let Bagley
Monitoring
answer
for unusual
all of my
activity.
messages for a whole 24
Control,
hours
we are
and no
pursuing the
one
suspect.
even
Over.
noticed the difference.
The other competitors really just couldn't compete with Bagley. Their answers were so much worse. They didn't understand anything, and Bagley pretty much gets everything right first
Control.
time. Do you
I've
have
lost
any
the
idea why
ठीक
Bagley
है
really beat
ठीक
all the
है
competition?
तो
Well, it's
RTX
really the
on
data, isn't it? Ever since Broker
ठीक भाई
hooked up
RTX on
with
कर दिया
Bloom,
भाई।
that's when things change.
देख पानी दिख रहा है
And really,
RTX on।
that's not actually that great. Bloom has data on everybody. They collect information about everything you're doing across the web through your Optic headset. Isn't the AI only good because of Bloom surveillance?
Well, I suppose so, but I prefer
Eyes on
not to
target.
talk about that
They've
side of
crossed
things.
checkpoint.
Bagley is so special because it's been trained on this huge
Control, we are
cache of
pursuing the
information.
target.
That's how these AI systems work, or at least used to work. I
Bye.
mean, we don't really know that much about the latest version because there's so much secrecy around the tech. But they're given this huge amount of training data. It's basically a huge database that's used to teach the AI about patterns in behavior. You know, so if you always travel the same way to your house, it can predict when you're going to go and get a self-driving car ready for you before you even ask for it.
That's pretty terrifying. In some ways, I don't
Control,
want this
we're
data
returning
to
to
drive
HQ,
my life.
over.
It understands too much at times. Have you heard some of the rumours around the hacked version of Bagley?
I've heard mutterings, yes.
I've heard it's
RTX
been
में
used by
RTX on
DedSec.
वही तो
I
भाई।
wouldn't put it past them. It's pretty well known that they're not fans of Bloom. But the idea of a souped-up version of Bagley, given it's
No,
already
but-
so intelligent, is a bit terrifying.
I wonder what they could actually make it do.
We're talking about how Bagley managed to conquer London. Pretty much my favourite topic. I could talk for hours about the rise of the AI system. It's easy to forget
Max
about its
40
origins. It's so
रखा।
present everywhere we go now. Bagley just kind of
मतलब
blends into the background.
लॉक वॉक नहीं करा
Bagley
मैंने।
is the service AI
बहुत
that's
VRAM
present
खा रहा
in
था ना
every
ये।
Optic device. Whether you're using the Optic, Bagley will be there. The AI is streamed to
और
your
Ryzen
Optic
meetup
from
कैसा
Bloom
रहा?
Central Command Center, and it was first created by Skylars and Tech Hero as part of her techno-utopian idea for the world. Why do you think it grew so quickly?
In my mind, it's no surprise that Bagley became so popular. It's funny, useful, fast. It's a great companion.
Okay, I'm here.
I'll highlight the server with the AR reconstruction software. It's out of reach, so you'll need to use a heavy cargo drone to steal it.
अरे मर गई ओ भाई लॉक्ड लग रहा है नाइस आया भाई पहुंचने से 15 मिनट में पहुंच जाऊंगा
Okay, I have the server. It is put into your vehicle now. Be careful while driving. You don't want to explode.
I could get used to this sort of lifestyle.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
This will do. Remain in the area until I've downloaded enough data to the server. Download complete. I need a wider sample of data, so I'm pushing you the coordinates to a new location.
Buckingham Palace.
This is brilliant. Look at this. It's compiling data from the surveillance infrastructure. Nearby CTOS drones, civilian optics, CCTV, and then it assembles those scraps into what happened in this location 24 hours ago. Fantastic.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Alright, scraping data from optics, CTOS cameras, microphones, laptops. Say, do you reckon SRS uses this to watch people shag? Fucking hell, do they use it for anything but watching people shag?
We've been busted, Bagley!
Well, shit, can you do anything to lose your new friends? Maybe invite them to a pottery night or overshare something personal. Whatever you do, just get to the last location in one piece.
Fuck's sake. Fine.
Transfer complete. I'm missing one last data set. Pushing you the coordinates to the location now.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
En route to suspect.
What the fuck do I do about these things?
Don't let the drones destroy the server before I'm done. Get out of the lorry and take care of them. Shoot them, throw rocks at them, destroy them psychologically with cyberbullying. Just keep them busy until the transfer's complete.
I'm putting an end to this. Over. What's taking them so long? Gunfire!
I'm pinned down!
Alright, I've got it. Now, we can't lug around this server forever. We should probably wipe our prints off it anyway.
Keep talking.
I'll overload the CPUs to cause a power spike and destroy the battery unit. The electromagnetic pulse should destroy both the server and the drones. So, you know, run! Well, that was fun, wasn't it? We pulled off a heist, made life a bit harder for the tyrants of the world, and most importantly, I got a new toy to play with. Now, run along back to the safe house. Sabine wants you and your new teammates for a briefing.
In today's episode of The Upload, we're talking about how Bagley managed to conquer London. Pretty much my favourite topic. I could talk for hours about the rise of the AI system. It's easy to forget about its origins. It's so present everywhere we go now. Bagley just kind of blends into the background.
Bagley is the service AI that's present in every Optic device. Whether you're using the Optic, Bagley will be there. The AI is streamed to your Optic from Bloom Central Command Center, and it was first created by Sky Larson, our tech hero, as part of her techno-utopian idea for the world. Why do you think it grew so quickly?
In my mind, it's no surprise that Bagley became so popular. It's funny, useful, fast. It's a great companion and really just makes life so much easier. I mean, when you look back at all the service AIs that used to exist, they just can't compete. When you ask Bagley anything, there's a quick answer and loads of information available to you. One day, I let Bagley answer all of my messages for a whole 24 hours and no one even noticed the difference.
The other competitors really just couldn't compete with Bagley. Their answers were so much worse. They didn't understand anything. Bagley pretty much gets everything right first time.
These are the moves, mate.
Well done, team. It's good to see the safe house filling up again. The only way we're going to keep London from falling into total oppression is by rebuilding the resistance. We need to recruit, train, build back our arsenal. The people are itching to rise up and take their city back. We just need to show them that DedSec are fighting along with them.
Yeah, look, what we need to do now is clash with the fuckers who is exploiting London.
And these Albion are real big bullies. They take anybody they don't like and they beat them up.
Don't forget about Clan Kelly. Them fucks have way too much power. I got beef with them.
Fair, but remember that this zero-day hacker group is still out there. They took out DedSec once, and it's a good bet they'll try again. I believe they were responsible for the bombings and framed DedSec. With your help, I plan to get to the bottom of this mystery.
I'd say that's a full docket. Enough talk. Let's unfuck London.
I found a lead that may help us unravel more about Zero Day and the bombings we ate shit for. I've picked up an encrypted signal from the Tone conference site that's been broadcasting on a loop since the night of the bombing. Go investigate. You might even get to try out that fancy new AR tech we stole. I mean, creatively shared.
Why does this always bloody happen?
Wait, dressed up in some beekeeper thing?
For real.
Coming up in today's episode of The Upload, we're talking about how Bagley managed to conquer London. Pretty much my favourite topic. I could talk for hours about the rise of the AI system. It's easy to forget about its origins. It's so present everywhere we go now. Bagley just kind of blends into the background.
Bagley is the service AI that's present in every Optic device. Whether you're using the Optic, Bagley will be there. The AI is streamed to your Optic from Bloom Central Command Center, and it was first created by Sky Larson, our tech hero, as part of her techno-utopian idea for the world. Why do you think it grew so quickly?
In my mind, it's no surprise that Bagley became so popular. It's funny, useful, fast. It's a great companion and really just makes life so much easier. I mean, when you look back at all the service AIs that used to exist, they just can't compete. When you ask Bagley anything...
Oof, what a pit. This place used to be happening. Now it's just a reminder of what happened.
There's too much security patrolling broken abandoned building. Doesn't seem right.
You're a quick one. Hey, what's this thing I'm looking for, Bagley?
Any kind of device or component that could still be emitting the signal. It seems to be coming from within the rubble.
क्या डीएमसी टट्टी लग रहा है क्या भाई? बोलो ना भाई.
Spread out and find them. Crow, initiate search protocol. Fuck you. I'm gonna find you.
मर गया?
It's like they just vanished.
अरोड़ा भाई, अरोड़ा भाई.
No way this is a coincidence. What the fuck? What was that?
टॉक्सिक अरोड़ा.
Who's that? Right, we're going into lockdown.
Stern's on it.
भाई गया भाई
What the fuck?
This is it. The signal is coming from this Spiderbot fragment. No indication yet who it belongs to.
Yeah, it's been fucked up. What's it doing here?
Difficult to say, but with an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity, and I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction.
Shots fired! Moving to cover! Stop now! Going in. Moving to last known position.
Perfect. 2 more data relays to go.
आशु भाई DMC आशु भाई साला सुबह आया नहीं भाई धोखेबाज नहाने चला गया Take आवाज
1 more data relay and I'll have it.
हरामजादा
That should do it. Now, I'll just take the audio from this stream and the video from these 36 and... Got it. Go back to where you found that Spiderbot and I'll show you the AR reconstruction from the night of the explosion.
Got it.
हाँ भाई है नहीं हाँ लिख के
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload?
Fuck, think we'd go back here?
Don't trust the Kelly dog.
I'm gonna be hacking a shitload of people from now. That one twat was with Clan Kelly. Fucking gangsters did the bombings.
It was not their operation, but looks like Clan Kelly was supplier.
Nah, there's no way this gal is with Clan Kelly. So what, does she run with 0 Day or something?
Well, don't just stand there. Keep looking.
ठीक भाई keep looking
Hey, who controlled that spider bot? Do you know, Bagley?
I've now fully decrypted the signal the Spiderbot is broadcasting, and while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
Of course police were watching. All they do is watch.
The reconstruction continues behind that rubble.
Got some bag magic, cuz. Shrink me down quantum-like so I can slip through.
Quantum tunnel technology is at least 10 years away, but Spiderbots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Yeah, that's a good call.
चला रास्ता किधर था? ओ भाई
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs of yours at the van's cargo?
Got it.
Building
RDX nitrogen, and the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
0 day signature.
There, hurry. Got order delivery.
So you were hired to supply all the targets?
Shut it. We're all on need to know.
My days. 0 day got multiple crews to do the bombings together.
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. 0 day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelly and Albion benefited in the aftermath. Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction. But if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the Spiderbot, maybe they could tell us more. Tracing the Spiderbot serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
What, so the cops knew it wasn't DedSec this whole time and didn't say nothing? Nah, that's some peak shit right there. We had a right to know.
The only way to know for sure is to investigate New Scotland Yard.
एक मिनट, ये रिक्रूटमेंट के लिए तो नहीं आई?
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneers, your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcaster has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from its corporate backers and privatised the corporation. Today, the GBB is a shadow of its former self. It's become a tool used by the government to circulate fake news and misinformation.
Fuck me, Albion's taken over the station.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatised goon squad, just take your business across the street.
I can't say I miss the cops, but I can't allow this Albion shit.
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the Spiderbot will be further in.
मैं यहाँ पे अपने दूसरे वाले को बंदे को बुला नहीं सकता यार? ये था ना? Unavailable at this time. ठीक है भाई.
Run them out! Clear, moving on. Watch out! Shut down that drone. Oh, God!
मार साले अबे
When I see anybody, I'll go over there. Them fucked off. We better check back with the others.
What is this filthy rubbish?
Wait. What was that? Lock down that drone. I want a closer look.
Someone's hacked this drone. Start a search. Clear. Heading out.
मार दोगे इसको भैया जी भैया जी भैया जी भैया जी भैया जी
Looks clear. Gonna check our next area. She's here. I know it.
भैया जी भैया जी भैया जी भैया जी भैया जी भैया जी भैया जी
Is this the same spider bot?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of spider bot from the Tone bombing site.
Well, can you do your like magic and find the last user?
Navigate the spider bot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
On it.
No sign of him yet.
दीदी 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 दीदी
No sign yet.
We should spread out and search the area. Keep your eyes open.
Nothing here. Redirecting.
Jeez.
Code 3. Closest units proceed to alarm location. Think the alarm's malfunctioning? I'll double check.
We need to
Confirming location on a 1033. Advised conditions.
Alarm could be malfunctioning, but let's make certain.
No one here.
Look for anything suspicious. Shit!
What a fuck up. They've gone.
Feel good, does it?
Is that a fucking gun?
There we go. I think you just made a new friend. If Albion wanted to lock them up, they must be dangerous. And dangerous we can use.
Yeah.
That opening right there looks like a good exit point. That's a part of the remote detonator system from Parliament. If the Met, or Albion rather, actually analysed it, they would see it wasn't DedSec's handiwork at all. Right, get comfy. This spider-bot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected.
अरे मैं माइक ऑन करना भूल गया था। और बताओ ईएमएस वाले अच्छा बहुत परेशान करते हो ना मेरे को गेम में। अबे भाई हैवी गेम है ना।
Buggery fuck, would you look at all this junk? You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening.
Standard quadrant search. I have this one. Drone, begin search.
अरे रुक भाई तेरे लिए चेंज करता हूँ। जिनको नहीं पता होता उनके लिए डिस्क्रिप्शन। कर दिया। दो 2003 की गेम है, 2020 की गेम है। चौबा को बुलाओ यार। रिफ्रेश करना एक बार इसको।
What's wrong with Scotland Yard? Who decided they couldn't be trusted to do their jobs? Suddenly some corporation could clean up our streets better than the same police force we've had for who knows how long. When crime fighting is treated like a business, crime will never go away. That would be bad for business, right? So don't tell me Albion has our best interests at heart. So
अबे साला सब भी नहीं कर रखा था। ठीक है बेटा ठीक है। और माइनक्राफ्ट मल्टीप्लेयर है तो अच्छा सर्वर नहीं है ना तुम्हारे पास। सर्वर नहीं है यार।
You're almost there. Make your way through this last vent path.
भाई चौबा आंसर नहीं दे रहा भाई चैट में। तेरी चैट वो आया है हेलिक गेमर नारद। ओ नारद
The Spiderbot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
This data's getting routed all over the city. So where do we go next?
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. With me, Tash. It's hard to believe that there could be shortages of food and medicine in an advanced country like ours. And yet, here we are. Those old government promises of adequate food turned out to be just another lie. Today we're short of basic foodstuffs and vital medical supplies. Hundreds have already died of conditions that can be easily cured.
Oi, watch where the fuck you're going!
Criminal gangs like Clan Kenny run our cities. And Prime Minister Dev Hassani isn't even around to pretend to care. How do we go from a consumer paradise to a place of empty shelves and fighting for supplies? What turns a land of plenty into a wild west of hoarding, food battles and black market barriers? We protect everyone who comes on the podcast by keeping their identities a secret. Here's veteran political reporter Ian on the power behind shortages.
Hope you can find me a way in, Bagley.
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside. The GPS history of the spider bot we recovered regularly pinged these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
Good spot to do some secret shit.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
Get this off me!
Urgent call. Possible hostile at your location.
Received. Stand by for further developments. Control, I can't see the suspect. Please advise. I'm terminating the search. Fall back. Over.
Suspect. Drone, begin a search.
Because those jobs simply couldn't be stopped up. We eventually found the same thing with foods that weren't produced in the UK. And the trouble with the UK was, we don't produce our own food. We never have. 100 years, we produced under half of our own food. So as soon as those wars went out, we started having significant serious problems. They didn't always talk about it as national myth, right? That it was a war.
My days, you seeing this? It's like a secret cop bunker.
Well, if Albion was stomping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
What I want to know is how they ended up at Tone.
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former Inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved. And they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book. Going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I? Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
Now you having a go? Albion are actually running with Clan Kelly. Like, for real?
It seems like Zero Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
Loads of people are disappearing every day. We need to end this for real.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
Food and medicine in an advanced country like ours, and yet here we are. Those old government promises of adequate food turn out to be just another lie. Today we're short of basic foodstuffs and vital medical supplies. Hundreds have already died of conditions that could be easily cured. The black market means that criminal gangs like Clan Kelly run our cities. And Prime Minister Dev Hasani isn't even around to pretend to care. How do we go from a consumer paradise?
This Albion Clan Kelly business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the...
DedSec needs you on something.
Yo, what took you so long? Bruv, I wouldn't want to spend a minute trapped in the EPC. And one of our family DedSec is in there. We better get him out.
I've sent the details to your device. Advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. With me, Tash. It's hard to believe that there could be shortages of food and medicine in an advanced country like ours. And yet, here we are. Those old government promises of adequate food turn out to be just another lie. Today we're short of basic foodstuffs and vital medical supplies. Hundreds have already died of conditions that could be easily cured. The black market means
Go away!
And Prime Minister Dev Hasani isn't even around.
लोग आते ही नहीं, क्या करूं मैं? और बता क्या चल रहा है?
You're listening to Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. With me, Tash. It's hard to believe that there could be shortages of food and medicine in an advanced country like ours. And yet, here we are. Those old government promises of adequate food turn out to be just another lie. Today we're short of basic foodstuffs and vital medical supplies. Hundreds have already died of conditions that could be easily cured. The black market means that criminal gangs like Clan Kelly run our cities. And Prime Minister Dev Hassani isn't even around to pretend to care. How do we go from a consumer paradise to a place of empty shelves and fighting for supplies? What turns a land of plenty into a wild west of hoarding, food battles and black market barons? We protect everyone who comes on the podcast by keeping their identities. Here's veteran political reporter Ian on the power behind Gordon.
So, I've delved more into Caitlin Lau's investigation, and an enormous number of missing person cases centre around the EPC. The inspector was definitely onto something.
Let's find them then, yeah? Angel's in deep if Albion finds out he's dead sec.
Got Bagley summons. I've already taken care of your entry. Get you in quick and quiet.
Keep this on the down low, yeah? Last thing I need is me being ID'd here.
No worries, I'll spoof. But come meet me on the rooftop. The only place here that doesn't smell like piss. Got some info for you.
The European Processing Centre. It processes deportees by stacking them up in squalid conditions and forgetting about them. But hey, it's to protect London, right?
What's going on here?
This place is worse than a prison camp. Every day I see people come through here, torn from their homes and their families. But I'd rather stay and keep an eye on things. Maybe help out once in a while. Like now.
Fucking sickening, innit? Government's fine treating people like this. And if you happen to disappear in here, no one would know.
Yeah, well, people have been disappearing. Records say they have been processed, but it doesn't add up. No one ever properly leaves. And with the Kellys prowling around like fucking hyenas, I am not too optimistic about the people slipping through the cracks.
Fucking Mary Kelly, pagan of pagans. Got a nose in all the shit.
True. Now, about your missing guy. The best place to start would be the EPC database. They keep a record of everyone that comes in. And be careful.
Pushing the location of the EPC database on your optic. There will be a database here that we can search for evidence on Angel Lopez.
You must be joking. Now.
Let's do it.
This is the end of the line for you. No!
Tracker down! Fuck! They're up and vanished!
Oh, you have got to be joking.
You don't stop this! Oh!
Go on, Bagley. Tell me you found something.
I have. His file has been deleted from the main database, along with hundreds of others. Still very detailed. Even when committing crimes against humanity, the government doesn't skimp on paperwork. Here is a recording labelled Exit Interview.
On the target now! I've got a bullet in your...
You know what we do with terrorists, Lopez? Don't go pissing me off by denying anything. We know you're with DedSec. You think you were picked up on some random sweep? Not a fucking chance. Nothing to say. Well, this is not going to go well for you then, because I want information. The rest of your cell, where are they? I want names, places, everything you've got.
You think I'm daft? I spill everything I know and what? You let me go? I'm not talking. I know how this ends.
Oh, I don't think you do. I'm going to throw you to the wolves. The Kellys have an interesting way of disposing with problems.
You think I'm scared of some fucking thugs? Of winding up floating in the dams? Fuck you.
You're too pretty for that, mate. First, they'll peddle you. For dosh, right? Then, when you're used up, they're going to chop you up and send the pieces to the four corners.
I can take whatever you've got.
I almost feel sorry for you. Get him to the bloody clinic, then.
Shit. They knew he was DedSec the whole time. This doesn't look good for Angel.
The clinic keeps government service hours, which means it's closed. We'll have to find Angel the old-fashioned way and hack their CTOS hub. Deportation limbo, horrible living conditions, unexplained disappearances. It's almost as if the media are deliberately ignoring the situation here in favor of... Oh, look here, Beatrice Stokely, 89, recently took up kickboxing to fill up her days. Fascinating. If the EPC is a typical example of how humans treat each other, I'd say a benevolent AI overlord is a step up, wouldn't you?
Bags, less talking, yeah?
target. Area clear. Gonna keep searching. Could be anywhere right now.
I have reconstructed an AR scene of Angel's examination. You can view it inside the clinic.
Bloody brilliant.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Let's make a deal, yeah? I know people outside. Maybe I can help you out. Get me out of here.
Procedures, Mr. Lopez. We'll have you out of here in a minute or two.
Fuck, what was that? They injected him with something. We gotta look closer.
Facial analysis matches for both. They're part of Mary Kelly's little pack. So, Inspector Lau was right after all. Clan Kelly and Albion are in bed together. What a shit orgy that would be. Microchips, coated with biocompatible glass to prevent rejection.
They put a fucking chip in his neck. For what? Surveillance, tracking?
No, these are more sophisticated. If I had to guess, I would say they were designed to deliver a dose of some unknown compound. Not the kind of thing you find at your local corner shop. I could reconstruct the path he took if you want to see how this cliffhanger gets resolved.
Stay on him. He might have escaped.
Fucker! Get him before he triggers! Fuck! He's getting away! Get after him!
Shit, they're catching up on him. Come on, Angel.
You fuckers!
Shit, he might make it.
Fucked up. We don't have a match yet. She's gonna kill us.
No, it's fine. As long as he's not damaged, there'll be no waste. Demand's high with the new network.
Guess you're right. Let's tube him, get him in the van and out to the incinerator.
I wasn't expecting that. Looks like the chip weren't just any tracking thing.
Looked like they triggered it remotely. I don't know what the fuck Mary Kelly's up to, but Angel might still be alive.
We need to find him. See what they did to him. And what that fucking microchip is all about.
Seems like advanced technology for Mary Kelly and her band of thugs to be waving around. Could Mary be part of a scary dark web hacker group like, say, oh, I don't know, pick one, 0 Day?
Interesting theory, Bagley, but hold your investigation algorithms for the moment, will you? Angel needs us.
The incinerator they mentioned is probably the Southern incinerator. It's practically right round the corner.
I could get used to this resistance fighting for DedSec. I'm a natural.
You wouldn't have been recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed that easily.
Oh, thanks, Bagsy. Hey, wait, you got beef blood?
You'll get used to the robot's funny way of talking. He has a good mental heart.